Welcome back to MainStreet, guys. Today we have with us another couple of really special guests. As we move forward in this whole transition with culture, growing it here in India, we discover different elements of the movement. A really big part of that would be creators trying to create and start from scratch with stuff inspired from here. Owing to that, we have with us Ishan and Ashna, who together started a brand called Strey. So we're here with them to do a podcast to talk about what they're doing, how they're doing it, and to get some insight into the culture that they see in. So I think our first question to you would of course be, everyone's probably wondering right now, how do you go about starting your own streetwear brand?
Alright, so the first thing is the conceptualization. So it literally came to us like that, we both were working for our fathers in their companies, and we both they're already established businesses, so we didn't feel like we could contribute too much. We could, but we wanted to do our own thing, we wanted to do our own stuff, and we knew we could do it. So first I went to Ashna with an idea, let's do this. It's like a clothing brand, there's a big gap in the market. A lot of cool, it's so cool, we can do so much with it. It's not just clothing, it could get bigger, it could get into music, it could get into accessories, it could get into proper culture events. So, and it all started with an inspiration of stray dogs. We both have a very big soft spot for stray animals, and the state of them in Mumbai and all over India actually is really bad, and we actually want to do something to help. So that's where it actually started from. She loves dogs, so I gave her this idea, let's start a brand, let's do something and let's give back to the community, let's give back to the animals, because no one else is giving back to them.
It's the best way you could have sold it to me.
Yeah.
Literally.
So you hooked on board.
Yeah, she came on board.
Literally, he's like, Ashna, because he always had like a goal to always, be aware of all the kinds of cool clothes out there. He's always had a good personal collection himself, so when he came to me, and I trusted his style sense and just his idea. So Ishant always had a very good sense of style. So I trusted that he would be aware of the kind of gap in the market in India. So when he came up to me with this idea and he goes Ashna, we can do streetwear and then help street animals. And it was just streetwear and street. It just clicked so well, and we just loved the name Strey only because it literally explained what we were doing. So that was basically how it came
up. But I noticed Strey is STREY.
Oh, that's the story behind that. It was a copyright issue situation because there's another company that has a brand called Stray Dog. It's a random word, so we tried to come up with other words.
Yeah, we were told please don't use the word stray,
Both of us literally fell in love with the name. It was the only name we agreed on.
Yeah, it's very rare to come up with a good name.
Even our logo, we changed it so many times. Do we have a dog in the logo? Do we not have a dog in the logo?
Getting straight into the thick of things, talk to us about your collection and your favorite items and.
Okay. So the collection is called Uncaged.
This is your first collection.
This is our first drop ever.
Dropping in a very limited quantity.
Yeah, very limited. There'll be around 50 pieces per design, and then it'll be divided into sizes. Okay. So approximately 10 to 15 per size.
Yeah.
And what would be a personal favorite in that collection?
My personal favorite is what I'm wearing for sure. Okay. The counterculture. It's got the rips and
I think it's pretty sick.
Yeah, I love this one.
All over.
Very subtle.
Yeah, subtle rips. It's got its vibe.
It's got so the real alpha jacket is my favorite.
Yeah, cool.
More not only because it's a really great design, it's because it took me ages to make. The whole
difficult.
The production of it is just the hardest piece to make because it has quilts. It's got so the first is the material. He wanted this typical bomber jacket, the shiny, that material, that glimmer, that that plasticky feel sort of thing. You don't get that in Bombay. You literally have to go to fabrics people and tell them that umbrella fabric, give me that umbrella fabric. So then finally when I found the right fabric, I found the right quilt, because it's also I can't make it too thick obviously.
It's Bombay weather.
So I had to experiment with that as well, how thin, how thick it should be. So because it took me so much time to make it, I have this attachment to it now,
so
that this is very personal to me because it took me a lot of brainstorming, and I learned small things that I didn't know already before while making this one, like.
That's unisex.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it could be
It could be
unisex.
unisex.
Our clothes are so, they work for men and women.
Funniest,
Even
our guy friend bought all our girls' collection stuff.
if it works, it works. If it
That's the
fits
best.
your style, that's
it's all
the
about
point.
what fits your
Yeah,
style. right?
exactly.
It's all about
That's the best
personal
part about
That's
it.
why the whole
Streetwear.
counterculture comes,
Yeah.
because you decide what
Yeah.
kind of culture you want. Like,
Precisely.
that's-
Okay, so
That's-
owing to the fact that you, Ashna, weren't that much into it as Ishan was, so you've seen this culture as relatively newer than Ishan did.
Yeah, new in
How
the sense that I was.
soon? How soon do you see this becoming a norm?
So I'm glad that there's a start. There's a start with you guys. There's a start with us. You're trying to get people more into this kind of streetwear culture.
True.
So that is sort of like a step forward, I guess. So the more we can, all of us, just keep going the way we're going, I guess.
Fair enough.
Hopefully in a few months, maybe it should.
But like
Pick
we've
up
seen
others.
like the West and the East, like Japan, China, etc. just explode the streetwear, but like we've always just lagged behind so badly.
Yeah.
Like, what do you see the main reason for that?
The main reason for me, which I've always thought, is because of the local perception.
Yeah.
We Indians, we always want what the Americans want. What the Japanese want, they get with their local brands. They are not ashamed of buying local stuff. Americans are not ashamed of buying local stuff. Europeans are not. We are, because the local stuff we get is not, because we're so used to the Western style, the Western world, the culture.
I get it from Dubai.
yeah. We need to have our own brand, which it represents our culture, but follows the international standards.
Yeah.
That's my dream for Strey,
Love that.
is to hit the international standards.
Yeah.
The locals should be proud of this brand.
That's what I've been
Yes,
telling these guys.
exactly.
This is what I really see through as a big dream for me, is to see an Indian brand have people lining up,
Exactly.
camping out,
That's what I.
trying to resale, to see
Exactly.
more demand than supply, to see collaborations, and you see that creativity. You see people
Exactly.
respect that creativity here.
Yeah.
And
We want to be the brand that we take Western wear, we take streetwear, and we push it to the international
plus moving
standards.
forward,
break
it's
the
all
stereotypes.
globalization,
Yeah,
right? Western wear is
exactly.
also not so much Western wear; it's Eastern inspired. It's all coming out of Japan,
Yeah.
and the US, and
That's-
Europe.
no, that's-
It's just a global movement.
Yeah, it's a global- yeah.
So, anyways, getting back to the collection, I want to ask you where the inspiration from these designs came from for the first collection, for the future collections.
So a lot of the inspiration came from the city.
Bombay.
Yeah. Especially the Roman. We have a glitch statue T-shirt,
Okay.
and it has the poker spray paint thing on it, as if it's been vandalized. And we see that across almost every road and street in Bombay. There's poker. And no one knows why, and we don't know why, but it fits and it works, and that's what it's
super
about.
sick.
Basically, for example, not just the poker thing. Like we have another design called the tiger.
Okay.
It's a really famous poem called The Tiger.
Okay.
And the reason we picked it is why is because a tiger is an important animal in India.
Yeah,
So
true.
it's not just Bombay, it's just in the Indian culture as well. Like,
Part of the
people
city.
are literally tagging like streets on Bombay saying
Uh-huh.
poker, so we're tagging a statue instead of a wall, just to add a little our own cool graphic to it. So that basically small details like that go unnoticed all over India or in Bombay, but Indian culture, I mean, is what we decided to bring out with our designs.
So
And how do you combine?
Oh, we
These two
fight
aesthetics.
about it all the time.
Yes, you don't.
We don't. But we've also reached a point where we have reached mutual understanding where I've learned so much from him because of streetwear and stuff like that. So he's basically changed the way I think too to many levels.
But in terms of Strey, what we do is we've divided our work now, because in the initial beginning we were bickering too much, and design, we were not
In sync.
we weren't in sync. So we decided the designing should be handled separately, the production should be handled separately. If we try to mix everything, we'll fight more, and the work doesn't reach that quality.
I will sit in with him and when he's discussing all the
Yeah,
inspiration.
when we're with the
and stuff, but
designers, I'm doing that
But when the
part.
designer is ready, and at the most he wants to check my color preference. If this color is better or is this color better, he'll email it to me or he'll call me or so Ashna, look, check this out or whatever, and I'll see it.
I think we should
That way also, I don't need to ask. He trusts me completely with production. I don't need to check with him about a thread color or a print color or whatever. I just literally mimic exactly what design I get from him into as much into reality as I can.
Yeah.
Too.
That's really mature. We just send Ikram to London.
Yeah,
We're enough, just get out.
Do our work there.
it's being designers yourselves. Who would you see you look up to in terms of like style icons?
I really Virgil for sure. Virgil Abloh.
Yeah.
He's amazing. He's taking it to another level right now. For sure.
We never
Ronnie
replies on
Fitz.
Instagram.
Huh?
Yeah,
I keep
we've
DMing him.
tried.
Yeah.
Virgil, bro. Very good reply.
Kanye for me, I've loved Kanye since 5-6 years now. I've loved his music. I love what he stands for, his expression, his confidence. I really looked up to him. And when he started the Yeezys and his clothing, and he's changed a lot of things.
Even the ones with Nike actually.
He said he's going to change everything and he went out.
What he says he does. That's what I think.
Everyone looks at
is
him and
amazing.
he's crazy, but then Kanye will.
He's like, for sure. She never liked Kanye, and I've changed her mind now.
I'm not gonna say anything in this part. We were just discussing before you guys came only Virgil itself. Like we would want. I told him let's try to have like our interview, for example, to be as confident as he is when he's giving his interviews for his story. That was literally my words to him. Like,
Virgil's so laid back though.
Yeah,
he's so confident about it. Like,
yeah,
he's so
the
chill.
reason he's so laid back is because he knows everything.
His confidence in his own ability.
So I love the Off-White.
It's like Elon Musk. Okay, what about Indian celebrities? Do you see anybody in our country dressing a way in which you would like more?
I think Ranbir Kapoor, Ranveer Singh.
Alia Bhatt. Shout out to Alia Bhatt for like.
Yeah,
Alia Bhatt posted the photo that he showed.
We sent her a gift with tracks and cap.
She actually posted it on their story.
Thank you. Yes.
So, what vision do you see in the longer term with Strey? Say 10 years down the line, where do you see Strey as a brand? What impact would it have had?
Hopefully Strey hits the international market. That's the first thing. So first we want to grow locally, obviously. We want the awareness to spread. We do want celebrities wearing our clothes because they bought them themselves, not because we're sending them as gifts, you know. We want to get into more stuff. We want to get into music, probably, you know, like, because I feel like there's a lot of talent over here for hip-hop, and I love hip-hop, so I want Strey to be associated with that, maybe events. I feel like Strey could be a lot more than just a fashion brand. It could be...
So you want to be like a movement.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the right word.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Also, when we do reach international, hopefully, we want it to be like, for everybody there to be like, okay, an Indian brand.
Exactly.
Yeah. Like,
but you want to stay true to your roots.
I want to prove that, like, those the people who have those thoughts about India, the misconceptions. I want to prove we want to prove them wrong in a way that we accomplish something really great.
So, lastly, how would you like Strey to be portrayed, just as as your brand?
We want it to literally be like looked at as a counterculture, like someone where you just have like a brand that you can.
We want it to be relatable. We want people to be confident wearing these clothes. We want to express themselves, identify.
But it's also exclusivity.
But it's definitely a niche.
Brand value.
Yeah.
At what space do you see yourself?
We are gonna be a niche. We are a niche. We are proud to say we're a niche.
But we, in the sense that we don't want to be so mass, but we like sell on Amazon.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Like we don't want to do that. We want to be someone who, like.
People come to our website, buy our.
They have to wait in line. Okay, so you look at yourself as not too expensive but exclusive nonetheless.
Yeah.
And I absolutely love that.
Yeah.
So summarizing, I think we've seen a lot in terms of the movement here and such a big part, right? Yeah. And what Strey is doing is so important, even though it's starting at this spot here. It's globally, culturally, it's so important to see India go through.
One of the biggest countries in the world actually have made in India and
take part in this movement.
And I think the message is important. I mean, their point of saying that y'all want people to be proud of what they're wearing, I think that's super important. I really like that point that people say they don't want to rock an Indian brand because it's not that cool.
But anyway, like,
I think with that
wrapping up.
Yeah, wrapping up. Let's thank you so much for having us.
Thank
For
you.
sure, it was amazing.
This is a pleasure.
Great experience.
www.strey.shop.
And check out our video, please. It's on YouTube. It's called This Is Counterculture.
In the
we'll go in the description below.
And
with that,
that's the conclusion of our podcast. Thank you for watching MainStreet TV.
And once again, Kush is the most camera conscious. We get him to do the outro. Kush,
this you have to do.
everybody need a little bit of it. Come on.
Anyway, guys, thanks for watching again this week. We'll be back with another video on Monday.
Every time.